We're in Corcovado National Park, Costa Rica, looking for our target species, the tapir. No tapir yet, but we're getting there. We'll see one. Cool thing about the jungle here in Corcovado, the guide was telling us that his family is actually from this area. They were gold miners during the about 1950s, I think he said. And he said that this whole area, most of it, or a lot of it, was like pretty well taken over by civilization, and that in under 100 years, this rainforest is secondary rainforest, extremely dense. And under 100 years, under a century, the rainforest swallowed it all. So cool. This is awesome. Banana bread, dude, in the Osa, Costa Rica, dude, in the jungle. Hell yeah. Oh, good. We made it to the halfway point at Serena Ranger Station here in Corcovado National Park. We grabbed a quick meal and headed back out on our journey to find the Baird's tapir. Check this out. We are like back here in the jungles of Costa Rica in Corcovado National Park. Our guide just took us way back in here, and you can see this. We are in some dense vegetation. I'm not sure this is actually a trail or not, but let's see what he found, maybe. Oh, there it is. Look, there it is. There's our guide, and right past him, this is the Baird's tapir. Also known as the Central American tapir, this is a species found throughout most of Central America and even into parts of South America. But the sad thing is that this Baird's tapir is actually considered to be endangered in the wild. Which is why it's so cool to see this young here going over. He's gonna push his mother over in a second here. Look at him, look at that little nose go. Oh, he's so cute. Such a cool thing to see. Watch here, he pushes his mother over saying, hey, I wanna eat. And then he sniffs around for a bit with his massive nostrils and goes and he starts to nurse. This is such a cool thing to see, especially since the Baird's tapir is considered to be endangered in the wild today. Sadly, a lot of this is a result of habitat loss. Deforestation and forest fires are causing a large-scale loss in habitat for these incredible forest-dwelling tapirs. And I say large animals because they are one of the largest animals in Central and South America. They can get up to 6.5 feet long and weigh upwards of 660 pounds. They are huge. They have some really interesting adaptations that make them perfect for living in these forested environments. One, they have these proboscises, or long nostrils, that are a very strong sense organ that aids in finding food and detecting physiological stimulus. They have short and slender legs relative to their plump body that make them well adapted to rapid movement in the underbrush. And they can live up to 30 years in the wild. Finally, they have 4 toes on each front foot and 3 toes on each back foot. The Baird's tapir was such a unique find for me and a must-see, not just because it's one of the largest animals in Central and South America, but also because the population here in Corcovado is among the most dense population of tapirs in the world, and I wanted to be able to experience this. Globally, tapir populations are actually on the decline, but here in Corcovado, the populations are actually stable. It's really cool to see what happens when we properly prioritize forest management with wildlife management. Letting nature do its thing. If there's one lesson to take out of this situation, it's that living alongside of wildlife is possible. We saw it!
It might not have been the greatest view, but target species required.
As always, keep it real, keep it wild, and I'll see you in the next adventure.
Bye.